Today Buckingham Palace broke the news that the Queen is under medical supervision at Balmoral following doctors' concerns about her health, leading many to assume that these are now her final days. This has brought into question what will happen when the Queen dies. Here is everything you need to know about what will happen when she passes. A private secretary will call the Prime Minister to inform her of her death. She will hold an audience with Prince Charles, who will then break the news. The code word, London Bridge, will be used to announce her death to officials, with civil servants expected to say, "London Bridge is down," on secure lines. The royal household will also release a statement to the palace staff. The Prince of Wales will become king following the Queen's death and will address the nation the evening of her passing. As per tradition, a footman in mourning clothes will walk out of Buckingham Palace and pin a black-edged notice to the gates. The palace website will also be transformed into a somber, single page, showing the same text on a dark background. Newsreaders at BBC will be expected to wear black suits and ties during this announcement. Pilots are also expected to announce the death during their flights, and all comedy TV shows will stop until after her funeral. This will be followed by a 12-day mourning period. During this time, the Queen's body will be moved to Buckingham Palace and preparations will be made for the state funeral. The Archbishop of Canterbury will be in charge of funeral proceedings. Her Majesty's coffin will lie in state in Westminster Hall for 4 days. It is expected that her body will finally be laid to rest in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. The Queen Mother and King George VI are also buried there. Meanwhile, the Queen's eldest son, Prince Charles, will become king. The Duchess of Cornwall will become Queen Camilla. If Prince Charles chooses to keep his own name, he will be known as King Charles III. It is believed that Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, will then become the Prince of Wales. Queen's duties in 2021. A royal source revealed that planning for Charles to become king has been going on for some time. A transition was plainly already underway. Her Majesty was well in her 90s and could understandably only do so much. A brief bulletin will be published from the palace in the event of the Queen's death. On the night of her father King George V's death, the palace announced, "The King's life is moving peacefully towards its close." Similarly, 2 days before Queen Victoria's death in 1901, the institution shared, "The Queen is suffering from great physical prostration, accompanied by symptoms which cause much anxiety." It's worth bearing in mind that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who live in Montecito, California with their son Archie, would likely be able to attend the monarch's funeral. She was the longest reigning monarch, having ruled for 70 years.